Welcome back to Trigger Warning. Today I'm going to show y'all how I prepare for some of these posts. So, here's my notes from last night. Now, my handwriting might not be that good because I wrote it in the dark because the power was out. So, you see right here? So, wait for the camera to adjust. Number one in my organization. Number one is this person that actually is my executive assistant. And this person, when, the last time that we worked together, they were the captain. That was their rank. They retired on one condition that me, their first officer, got promoted to captain. So now I'm the captain, and I call them my number one officer. So that's who number one is. They are the person that I listen to the most. They know who they are. They're the person that I take their opinion most seriously. Now, um, you can see some clouds and stuff. So I put that there because this person, my thoughts were as I was jotting down these notes, this person should be held in a lofty position by anybody that knows them. Number one, you know who you are. All right. So next is on the list is music list. So I'm gonna read you my personal greatest of all time musical composer list. And out of respect for the people at the top, I'm going to start from the bottom this time. Number 17, Giorgio Moroder, Scarface composer. Number 16, Christopher Young. He did Hellraiser. Number 15, Basil Polidoris. He did Conan, and he also did Starship Troopers. Number 14, Jerry Goldsmith. He's a Star Trek OG. He composed music for Star Trek Motion Picture in 1979. Number 13, Mozart. Now, a lot of people might not agree with me on this because, Mozart was probably one of the most talented composers of all time. But this list ain't about most talented composers. It's about who I consider the greatest. And if you listen to Mozart's music, he's got too many, in my opinion, he's got too many hooks that, you know, that make it easy to tell that that's his music. Almost like he's so full of himself and so self-centered, which ain't a bad thing sometimes, but you know what I'm saying, you can kind of see that in his music. You know what I'm saying? Like we know you're a genius, but we're here for you to entertain us. All right, number 12, Beethoven. I'm sure everybody on the planet, except if you're living in the Amazon and you ain't had any other human interaction besides that, everybody knows who Beethoven is. 11. Now, I'm not going to say everybody knows who this guy is, but most people do. RZA. You know what I'm saying? OG. Man who composed all the what I consider the greatest rap songs of all time, Wu-Tang Clan. Number 10, Dr. Dre. I mean, this guy is still in the game, still making hits. Everything he does is platinum. Number 9, Ennio Morricone. Now, this guy, this movie, when this movie's on, it's like primarily just because of the music. You know what I'm saying? If I'm flipping through the channels and that movie's on, I stop and watch it. If I'm over at somebody's house and they're watching it, I ask them to please be quiet. Um, he did the music for The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly in 1966. Number 8, Danny Elfman. Love this guy, man. He did Good Will Hunting, Beetlejuice, Men in Black, and what I consider the greatest superhero movie of all time, the OG 1989 Batman. That's the GOAT. All right. Number 7, Hans Zimmer. Yo, much respect. This guy, world class composer, right? He did Crimson Tide, Gladiator, the Dark Knight trilogy, and Dune 2021. He did a bunch of other stuff too, but those are my favorites. Number 6, love this guy too, man. Just Cannot get enough of his music. Alan Silvestri, right? Back to the Future trilogy, the movie The Abyss. If you've never seen The Abyss, you gotta watch that. Even my kids when they was little loved that movie. And Predator 1 and 2. Beautiful soundtracks, man. Especially when you're not feeling good, you're feeling down. You pop those movies in, pop them old DVDs in, or you know what I'm saying, for people like us who could barely afford it, you know what I'm saying, we get the streaming. Yo, gotta watch it, man. Gotta watch it. Can't watch it once. It's almost like Lay's chips, man. You only can, you know what I'm saying, you gotta watch it more than once. All right. Number five, honorable mention. Now this guy, right? He composed the music to the first movie theater movie that I ever went to see. My dad took us as a family when I was 4.5 years old in 1982 to go see um, the OG of science fiction, you know, action movies before Terminator, Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan. James Horner also did The Search for Spock. He also did probably my okay, so it's my personal favorite war movie, 1989 Glory with Matthew Broderick, Morgan Freeman, Denzel Washington, all-star cast, right? Even though that's number three on my greatest movies of all time list. I'll get to that later. You know, I made a list on that on Facebook, had it highly debated. But yeah, this guy, he also did Apollo 13 and a whole bunch of other stuff before he passed away. We're sorry to see him go, but you know, I guess angels got to become angels, man. All right, number four, John Barry. John Barry. I grew up memorizing this music. He did all of the Bond movie, or most of the Bond movies, or at least the best ones. He did Dancing with Wolves, one of the greatest romance war movies of all time, and he did Chaplin. Those are just three. Those are like my favorites that he did. He did a lot more too. Um, all right, so number three on the list. Now this guy, right? You, if y'all don't know who this guy is, I'm gonna tell you, you should. Quincy Jones, man. If y'all don't know who Quincy Jones is, let me tell you. And most of y'all, I'm sure, probably do. But Quincy Jones is the man that made the greatest pop star of all time, Michael Jackson. He did all his music. You know, I remember when I was a kid, 1982. I first learned about Quincy Jones when I was like going through my dad's records, seeing which one I could scratch up without getting in too much trouble. And it was one record that there was no way on this planet Earth that I would even think about scratching it. And it was called The Dude by Quincy Jones. My dad played it for me like once or twice. Yo, that record was so cool. Even the cover was like, I didn't even need to listen to music. The cover was just like, I would just sit there daydreaming about just the artwork on the cover. You know what I'm saying? So, Quincy Jones, man, we love you and we're sorry that we lost you. But once again, you know, angels got to become angels sometime. You know what I'm saying? And number two, now this guy, honorable mention to the LGBTQ plus community. This guy was doing things back in the day that put human beings on the map. He's freaking, I like to refer to him in my head as, yo, the Russian freaking maestro, freaking master, Tchaikovsky. There's nothing that he does that I just can't stop listening to it, man, especially when I was a teenager. And I didn't even like classical music, right? And without further ado, number one on the list, all right, this guy, he broke the record for Academy Awards, right? In fact, as a music composer, there's no other Academy Award winner that has more Academy Awards than him for any genre. This guy, even if you don't know his name, you have memorized his music time and time again. Um, Little backstory on him. I never met him personally, but I took music composition, music. I was in marching band, concert band, jazz band in high school, and our band director for all four of those was Mr. C. Mr. C blessed us. My junior year in high school, he gave us a huge gift. Now, Mr. C is one of the most talented people I know about arranging music. Just taking the highlights of the best parts of the music and arranging them in like a 10-minute um feature that you can digest and really enjoy. So Mr. C, our junior year marching band, the same year that we performed in the 1993 uh, Orange Bowl in Florida, um, and we were on national TV with a whole bunch of other bands. Our main feature for our band competitions was music all arranged by, in my opinion, the greatest musical composer of all time, John Williams. If you don't know who John Williams are, you know his music: Star Wars, Jaws, Harry Potter, just countless musical compositions that defy gravity. You know what I'm saying? Or defy logic, defy your imagination. When you want somebody to put magic in a movie with just music, you call that guy. You know, it's no wonder that he's still doing relevant music in the industry in his mid 90s. I think he's like 94, 95 years old, but the guy is sharp as a tack. He is unbelievably talented. He's my favorite musical composer. And I'll give you another little backstory. So before we performed in the Orange Bowl on December 31st, 1993, the days leading up to that, we had a class trip where, we had to do fundraisers all year, but everybody on the trip, including our parents, some of which were chaperones, we were able to go to Disney World, like as part of the side trip. And another side trip, since we do band competitions, we were invited to a band competition in Jacksonville, Florida, right? So that band competition, we won our division in the competition. Then we won the overall score for all the other divisions, so we won the whole band competition total. And I've never seen this before because I've been through dozens of band competitions over like 3 or 4 years. And it was the first time and the only time I ever saw the crowd demand an encore presentation because they love the music so much. So, yes, my band with the best John Williams music feature arranged by the great Mr. C, our band director, our beloved band director. Yes, the crowd demanded that we stay on the stage after we received our award in the field, in the football field, and they demanded that we do another performance. We all, simultaneously, we all looked at Mr. C because we were standing at attention. He's like, yeah, you guys want to do it? And we're all like, yeah, let's do it. So we did it. And we performed twice. They loved it. They couldn't get enough of it. Yo, John Williams, man, you're the GOAT. So, congratulations on an illustrious, multi talented career. Now, the rest of my notes, right? So, try to get this into focus here. I was thinking about John Williams. So, I've drawn Star Destroyers before coming in and out of hyperspace wormholes. But it was in the dark because we had no lights. So, whatever. And let's see here. Just readjust. And down here, it says cancel culture. So for that, what that means is, since we live in cancel culture, I'm gonna give y'all the best advice on how to cancel a hangover. Right? You want to completely cancel over a hangover, like the one I had last night? Blood. What you gotta do, get this back in focus. What you gotta do is drink one full glass of water before and after bed. Now, that's pretty simple. A lot of people know that. But let's see what the last note that I have there. It's getting difficult, man. These cameras, this is new software. I don't know how y'all can stand it. Oh, yeah. It says love, peace, and bald guys don't use hair grease. So, love y'all. Till next time. Hope y'all enjoying the channel. And